What is the Facilities Internet of Things, or IoT? A computer running a building isn't new, beginning with temperature controls via pneumatics connected to a computer in the 1980s. Not surprising, today the terms BAS and temperature controls are used interchangeably, and the consultant responsible for BAS is still the mechanical engineer. But we're experiencing rapid growth in building technologies. Software now includes machine learning algorithms, like intelligent electronic glass predicting the appropriate level of shade based on weather, cloud cover, time of day, and the lighting needs of the space. Until very recently, the automation of these systems was designed by separate consultants and installed by separate contractors, and there was very little integration or sharing of data. Understanding the evolution of building automation helps. In the 80s, the systems were proprietary and isolated. In the late 90s, we were introduced to integration and a specification section titled Integrated Automation, Division 25. This essentially added another layer of complexity and costs and did not gain ground. State-of-the-art today is a non-proprietary open ecosystem, which nearly all manufacturers offer. Rather than a costly integration, the various systems all speak a common language, and the brains of the ecosystem are increasingly at both the edge and server, or possibly even in the cloud. This is IoT. IoT is bringing new capabilities to buildings as fast as the iPhone brought apps to consumers, such as real-time, 3D, geo-based building information, and real-time tracking of high-value assets or indoor positioning systems similar to GPS outdoors, and software applications to aid tenants in understanding how they use space, helping them plan current and future needs for space, and a rapidly growing list of applications solving specific problems in every industry, such as the way JLL brokers use their 330-300 calculator with prospective tenants to point out the fact that a building with technology that makes the workforce 10% more productive is essentially rent-free. This is far more important than saving 10% in energy. The cost of people in the building is 10 times the rent and 100 times the energy. So what makes a building IoT-enabled and ready for the future of apps? Very simply, it's cyber-secure building data made available to any number of secure cloud platforms. The same platforms running your smartphone apps, plus a few new ones specifically for facilities. But there are challenges. Number one, what makes data readily available? We've taken for granted how easy it is to connect our laptops and phones to the internet. Third-party apps are a couple of clicks away, 10 seconds for a download, and often free. Buildings are no different and require an ecosystem open to third parties. The Niagara operating system is the industry's most non-proprietary solution today, as nearly every vendor offers an option to run their products on Niagara, whereas the other common OS environments are specific to their own line of hardware. Number two, buildings are designed on paper, then built. This is an issue, as IoT is largely a software deployment, and software is not developed or deployed in this fashion. So facilities, IT, and procurement departments must address this. Number three, we have the tail wagging the dog. The software design is essentially the user experience. For a typical construction project today, the designers of the user experience are 23% of the cost, whereas the DDC control hardware and software is only 7% of the overall job, but unfortunately the driver of most decisions. And finally, number four, building cybersecurity is generally ignored. Shodan, a type of browser, is used to find unprotected assets connected to the internet. As you can see, a recent search for just one model number of one vendor produced hundreds of hits in both Los Angeles and Chicago. Why do we care? We think the owner should be in control. We think the user experience should rival your favorite apps, and we believe there is a great deal more value in the current technology spend on a project. We believe, like all technology, that costs should be going down. Many apps are even free. Bottom line, we are brand neutral. We deliver non-proprietary solutions in an open book format, and we focus on the user experience of the building operators, energy manager, property manager, tenants, visitors, and so on. Thanks for your time, and please visit us at fixconsulting.com, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.